look behind the camera. Actually, the voice behind the camera, me. Been a little busy. What happens when you have a full-time job as a physics professor teaching at a university while you're trying to learn a new planetarium setup, running Halloween shows at that planetarium setup, and you're doing all kinds of things for that. As you can tell, it's cold in my little project area today because, it's November, and I have no hair. The things for you to, for your wife and kids for Halloween. So, thus the Grinch hat. I'm stalled on a project trying to fix something and go through the integrated circuits is proving difficult. It's got some issues. I can't figure out what's wrong because everything I test and look at seems to be functioning. It's just not. So that's taking a while. So there's a part 3 of a video out there that has a part 2. It's already out there, and I'm still working on it. But I wanted to work on something that I hope is a little bit easier. I say that now. It'll probably, blow up or something. A couple of years ago, I went and picked up a turntable from a fellow he and his wife were downsizing, and he had some stereo equipment, and I saw the record player and went and talked to him, and he and I kind of hit it off for a little while, and my wife ended up buying a whole bunch of furniture, and so we have a whole bunch of furniture from him as well as a turntable. And a little while later, he called me up and he said, "Hey, I got this other stuff. You want it?" And I went, "Yeah." And one of the things was a cassette player, and kind of worked, kind of didn't. Apparently, it had sat in his garage storage for a long time, and I'm going to see if it works. Try to fix it, get it going. So here we go. Well, as I have some project's kind of stalled at the moment, I thought I would start on this. Nakamichi 600 two-head cassette player. It's kind of neat and unique. It's a little bit old school with the paddle controllers and all kinds of settings all over the place. I have to figure out how they work. And I really don't know the condition of it other than it does power on. So I thought I'd see if it works. So I guess the first thing I need to do is see if it even plays, does anything. Would help to have it plugged in. So now that I got power, at least, you can see one light's on, the other one not so much. Now let's see, does it play? That's a good sign. But fast forward. Not exactly fast. Rewind. Oh, it works much better. There's no tape in it. Let's see how it does with the tape. You won't be able to hear any of this because, well, Beatles. I guess this way. Play. It is not playing. Oh, wait, come on. Okay. Well, there it goes. We just needed to get going. Dials, however, not doing anything. And it is not playing extremely well. And it tries. So maybe new belts, some cleaning. Well, there it goes. Again, it might just be some old grease. I guess we'll figure that one out when we get there. But I don't even know if it's outputting anything. Because again, I see no dancing. It seems to be playing fine right now. I think it may have just been seized up a little bit. Of course, output might help. Well, that dial is not set right. Yeah. Left. Right. Okay, those are fine. Faster. Yeah, still no dancing dials. Let's hook it up to see if it actually is spitting out anything, and just the dials are gone. Meters are definitely not dancing. That's not a good sign. That's a good sign now. That's going. Tape counter. Sometimes if the tape counter doesn't go, the little belt will actually just cause the system to shut down if the tape counter is not working. At least on these older ones. I don't know if that's the case with this one. He's playing all right now, though, after once it got going. So maybe some cleanup work. Gotta reposition this knob because, yeah, that ain't right. Those cover some adjustments. And then we got all these wonderful choices here. Dolby, MPX, tone, equalization, and tape select. Yeah, definitely doesn't happen with the meters. One light's on, one's off. Let's see if it's actually outputting anything. So let me get it hooked up and see what happens. Well, the good news here is that in hooking it up, it will actually play. And here's my risky less than 4 seconds, so I don't have like the entire legal system of music industry on me. 4 seconds of Beatles. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working. Oh, it does work. I'll probably have to bleep that if that even triggers it, because, yeah, this. But it outputs music. But ain't nothing happening here with these. One is definitely out, the other one's definitely out. But all the other functions seem to be okay. It rewind's fine. It fast forwards fine. And once I got it going, it plays just fine. It even pauses. I even tested recording because I could, and it records. So dials, lights, dials. Those are dials. VU meters. That's going to be the problem. Got one light on, one light off. No dancing whatsoever. So I got to figure out what's going on with that. Little unit. I kind of like how it is. It's rack mountable. Interestingly, kind of awesome. I guess there's nothing to do now but take it apart, get inside, figure out what's going on with those fellows there. Maybe check out the lubrication of the spindle so it doesn't seize up when not being used. Because once it warmed up, started going, once it has power, it plays fine after getting kind of going. Had a rough start there before it would actually pretend to work. I have a feeling there's some old lubricating grease in there that I've just loosened up. Probably gotten dry and crusty. So I got to figure out how this comes apart. I know I'm going to start here because that knob was not on right. So cut to the taking apart montage. Gosh dang it. Now I need to fix my holder. Well, let's take it apart. Guess it'd be a good idea to unplug the power, if it lets me, and undo the outputs. Oh, that is stubborn. Well, here's something interesting. This little teeny wire just fell out. And it's just really short, and it just kind of fell out. I haven't even taken it apart fully yet. All I did was undo some screws, and this kind of fell. This loosened a little bit, so I got to look for a little wire somewhere, I think. I'm pretty sure it came out of this and wasn't just junk on my table here. So, save. Well, here's the inside. Got an interesting lever mechanism. I think somebody's been in here before because there's some interesting things going on here. I don't know if you can see it, but that isn't exactly, I think, manufacturer spec there. There's padding there that this is the record mechanism. So then I'm fidgeting in here with that. I'm not going to take it out because it recorded. I can't imagine that's normal. This looks like somebody added some padding there. I don't know why. Circuit board doesn't look too bad. A little bit of rust. So that probably should be cleaned up a little. I'm not seeing any sort of issues anywhere jumping out at me other than the insides look fairly decent. One of those, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of guys. So unless I find a capacitor that's completely blown out, I won't change it out. We have some nice ones over here. See, this is the actuator mechanism for the play and fast forward and all this. The belt is hiding in here, and it looks pretty good. And I think it just might need some lubrication on the flywheel. Pots I'll probably clean because I always do when I'm in here. Figured out the lights are. Be, I guess, underneath here. This is kind of interesting. Look at these plastic extensions. They go up to some controlling variable resistors on this board here. And they're really just posts to reach the front cover so that you can twist them. So those are just extensions to various little trim pots, which is kind of crazy. Well, pressing on here, I guess I gotta get the front cover off of this. I'll mess up those screws. That's for the other project that's going on. How do I say, is it? Oh yeah, okay. There's a screw there, a screw there, screw there, and a screw there that holds the handles. The handles on the front. Gotta get those off. I think I can. Yeah, let's do it. Old school style. That's one handle. That's two. And you gotta watch out for these little plastic knob things. They cover your access to the little adjustment pots. So let me put you back. I want to lose those. If I lose those, I'll have to either 3D print some. Well, you don't want to stay on there, apparently, because you're broken. I have to watch that one. Those, probably if you get on eBay, somebody's probably trying to charge you like $20 for each one of those. So I don't want those to vanish. Actually, with the broken, I am going to put a little piece of tape over it so it stays where it's supposed to until I can figure out a way to make it stay where it's supposed to. Let's have you stay where you're supposed to. I don't want to lose you. Any other loose ones? No. Remember those little extension posts on the other side? These are how you adjust them. Nice that they have them labeled here as well. And also even on here. So they've got them labeled here underneath the cover plate, which is really neat. And here we can see the inside mechanism of the tape player. So you eject. Yep. Play. Let's see. Play and record. Play and record. There you go. So that works. Pause. That just moves down. Yep. Stand. Spin thing there. Clearly I don't know what I'm talking about with parts, but I get the work done. And counter. Kind of neat. So everything's here. Don't need to figure out again. So what's going on back here? It looks like I have to get in here because I think that blue wire and that blue wire go up. So that has something to do with the lighting and or power to the VU meter. And oh my. Yeah, there we go. Remember that little white wire I found? There's some white wires in there. See if I can't zoom in on it. See those little white wires? Let's see. There's one there. And it does not look like it's connected to anything. There's only one. There's one here. That one looks connected. This one is hanging again. So I have a feeling that little white wire that fell out earlier has something to do with those. So we'll see what's going on there. See if we can't get it fixed. Ooh, there's a cold wind blowing outside. Okay. Oh, yep. That's definitely has something to do with the meters. Let's see. I guess you are all the connections. Yeah, you're all the connections. Okay. Well, this is going to be complicated. Is there any room there to come out? Oh, yep. There's room there to come out. I think maybe. Well, that's not awkward at all. Well, yeah, I would say that one's definitely a problem. Yeah, that one's not connected at all. Interesting. Okay. Hopefully I can get a clue on how to connect it with this other one. Well, that's pretty self-evident. Yeah. No connection there, no connection there, no connection there, no connection there. Okay. So, gotta fix the meter assembly. Oh, and it looks like this will just unplug. So if I can unplug that, plug it back in, I think we're going to be golden. Okay. Yeah. If I can answer the bug up. Be brave, Mr. Howard. Your proving to be very tightly in there. Brute force. Yep. That will unplug. So, what have we got? This obviously needs some help. We've got one completely not attached. That's where the missing wire came from. One attached but not connected. This is the one where the light worked. This is the one where the light worked. Come on now. Where the light worked. I'm guessing the blue part right here is going to be our light. Oh, I should probably measure how the light's working. Is it coming off the main power, or is it getting power through some sort of voltage lowering something? So I'll have to connect this to see how the light works, so I can decide what I can do with it. Okay, well, I guess let's do that. I think the first thing I'm going to do is just disconnect this other meter until I figure out how I'm going to fix the wiring. Maybe clean up this board a little bit. It looks kind of cruddy. And then measure the light connection here so I can figure out exactly how it's functioning, and then figure out what to do about lights and just see if they're working. Both meters are disconnected. Again, I hope they work. I just hope they weren't connected. So I need to hook this up, powered up, so I can see the lights. Oh, wait. Okay. Lights are in these little cover thingies. Wait, see if we can't figure this out. Let's see, it was yellow up front. We got just enough here kind of function, and I don't have to rip it out again. So this light works. This one does not. Time to break out the meter. Okay, here is what I have discovered. These are running on 12 volts. Give or take. Under load, it'll be a little less. And both sides are getting full 12 volts. So, turns out I have a gazillion 12 volt white LEDs. Can't just order one, you have to order a gazillion. And, let's see, it should be ground this way, that way. Okay. So, whoop, I should be able to, if I can get this all in the picture here, light up the light. There we go. So that bulb is definitely blown out over there. So I think I can use these, assuming they're bright enough. We're going to find out. Take this apart some more. Boom. Isn't crunchy. Still got some give. That's good. Oh, let me think here. Let me think. Those just pull through. Let's take off the covers first, if I can. I hope the lights aren't glued into these little covers. Good. They weren't. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Do I have enough room in there? Do. Sort of. Yes, I do. Okay. The little LED will fit in there. That's good. I want to take off the board, which requires those two screws to go away. This one and that one. That's pretty simple. Poor guy. You look terrible. Okay. If I can see if that's actually going out or not. Break out the trusty camera. See what we can do there. Okay. Now to see if I can't remove some lights. Ooh, that was hot. Some residual heat there. Yeah. Thought those were wires. Those are just long little incandescent lights. So those are just covers. Are you going to light up for me? You are. It's kind of neat. Dims out. Now, will you be bright enough to illuminate that? Kind of, sort of. Let's see, where is the... Oh, that'll work nicely. Lights. Now, lighting. So I think you just need to figure out the VU meters, see if they work. Let's hope they work. Okay, the thing with the VU meters is the wires here need to go to there. Now I just need to make sure that happens. And these are really old and crusty things. Oh, what to do? What to do? It's big bone wire extensions. Okay, the things you learn by going back and watching how you disconnected something. I noticed when I was looking at these meters, and I probably should have figured this out beforehand. There's one wire that's got a, I guess, negative or ground mark on it, and the other one not. Same thing for this one. Got a mark on it, big streak, and then not. And if you connect them, right now, the way this is oriented is both of those marked wires will be on the inside, but if you swap them around, they'd be on the outside. So I'm pretty sure they need to be on the inside. So if I'm going to replace these wires, I'm going to color code it. And I'm thinking I'm going to go with green for this fella, and then maybe red for the outside. That's the wire I have. I have reconsidered. I have these wires left over from the light install. Sure. Let's go with those. I'll make new connections for these. I'll go black with the ones that are marked with the black mark and white for the non-marked. Makes sense to me. Oh, melted the plastic. That was silly. Yep, here's one. Guess I should clean that up. Let's try that again. This is the part where I begin to really hope that the VU meters actually are functioning. Because if they're not, I'm a host. And I don't like to be host, especially after I do all this work. Okay, we're getting to the moment of truth here. Will it play, and will we have dancing meters? And here is the moment of truth. The lights come on, They do. And will the meters... Well, wait. Actually, I think I already have a clue. When I powered it on, they flinched. So now if I hit play... they dance. Success. They seem to be pretty well in sync. And I just need to get this whole assembly back in and locked down and lit up. So let's do that. Yay! Well, you're a pain. Came out a lot easier than going in. New plan. There's little slots in there. I got to get this thing in. I think I know why those wires are broken so much. You have to go here. You have to go in that slot. Diddly diddly. Well, this is proving to be very difficult. Okay, I need to get you in here first. There are these two little slots here. Those go into. It seems like that should be easy. It's not. See, you have to go in first. Then you. You don't want to go in there at the same time. Then you. Oh, look at there. That was shockingly a pain in the butt. Oh, wait. You're still not lined up. You're lined up fine. You're not. So one BU meter is lined up. The other one is not. Finally there. Everybody lined up? Everybody lined up. I don't want to lose. Screw. Now, we see if it still works. Because that was a lot of fidgeting. Power. Yay, we got lights. Play. Uh-oh. Please just be in a music break. Yay, it was in a music break. Oh, it's working. Yay. I think I just need to clean it up and put it back together. Success. It's camera action. And they seem to be pretty in tune for a put it back together montage. I should repaint those eventually. Do I want to go through the trouble right now to do that? Finish this video. Do something really cheesy with a black marker. I think a black marker. Shh. Really should repaint these. But I'm just excited to get this thing working. What's that? I just realized, what is that? Okay. Just a weird foot that was on it. A sorbutane foot. Interesting. Why one? Why one? Why not two?
One, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Peace out. Up.
Okay, this is just a secret between you and me. I really should repaint these, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have to repaint them eventually because they're kind of flaky. I think it's done. Last test. See if it's still working. Gotta hook it all back up. Okay, I think we're ready for the final test. Turns on. Lights are on. Probably washed out on the video. But they're nicely displayed. My white balance finally comes in. Here you go. Yay. Works.